Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. This is the second video for today because you know what? I made a double upload day because I want to keep up with what I have said, and that is daily uploads for the sake of the free-to-play and basically for the sake of the, free-to-play fusion for Supreme Elhain. I was pretty dedicated to this one, even though maybe it was not the best choice for me to do this specific fusion, but you know what? I said I was gonna do it. I had the time and I had the resources to do it, so why not? I'm getting this one done pretty easily so far, and you know what? I even have a little bit of leeway when it comes to what I will be focusing, because as I showed you yesterday, by getting all of those fragments from the Summon Rush, that gives me, the option to skip, I think, 2 tournaments or events. So if we have a look over here, let me just, let's make this smaller. Ooh, that looks a little bit big. Let's make it a little bit smaller, or maybe bigger. I don't know. Let's check this in the back. So I'm doing some more of this champion training because there's some interesting rewards. But let's look first at the fragments. So I currently have 70 fragments by getting all 20. I just finished all the 20 from the Summon Rush by pulling mystery shards. Like I pulled whatever I pulled yesterday, and then I kept pulling mystery shards. And by doing that, I got myself lots of uncommons and commons and quite a few rares, honestly, surprisingly. And I decided to just keep preparing food for the sake of the next thing that's gonna happen. Because you know what? It's always good to have more food ready. And I actually got myself to what? It's like almost 4,400 points. And I think I'm gonna keep going with mystery shards till I get to 4,800, because I still have the mystery shards 500. And I'm gonna go and get that legendary tome as well, because as I mentioned in the previous video, I still need to book Arbiter right now, so I'm gonna need quite a few legendary tomes for that. But by having 70 fragments, I'm hopefully gonna finish the artifact enhancement as well. This one's a pain, guys. Like the artifact enhancement, I move myself out of the way so you see what I'm talking about. The artifact enhancement is, honestly, this is one of the most painful things as a free-to-play, because I have to do either a ton of gear cleansing all the time, which I've done so far, either a ton of 12-3 for the sake of, selling those shields and getting the silver from Brutal Campaign. At the same time, there's the option of doing Spider and selling accessories. So, the silver issue is a big problem. This is one of the biggest problems, in my opinion, for, the game in general, if you do not have tons of resources. Like, yes, books are a problem and some other stuff, but I feel like the silver is actually the worst. Like, yeah, if you do pull a ton of legendaries like I do, then yeah, the legendary tomes are a problem. But hopefully I'm going to be finishing this one, because I'm doing a ton of champion training while I'm pulling those mystery shards. So by having 70, I'm going to grab this one. That's going to take me to 75. The next one that's going on right now is going to be the arena one, which is pretty easy. Again, arena one's going to take me to 80. And then I have to grab another 20. And what is still going on, we have the golem going on right now, but I think I might skip the ice golem, because you know what? There's no epic book here at the top. That's what I was hoping for. If this was an epic book at the top, I might have gone for this one. But because there's no epic book, none of these rewards attract me too much. Plus my ice golem is not 100%. It can still fail. It's like 90% maybe. And I don't like that. So I'm just going to skip this one. So by skipping the ice golem, I'm going to have another 20 to grab from, let's see, the Fire Knight, artifact enhancement, dungeon divers, and then champion training. And honestly, I feel like there's gonna be 10 over here that I will be going for, because I'm preparing so much food. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm preparing quite a bit of food for the sake of that. Look at these. These are getting ready for that, for all the 4 stars. Then I'm keep leveling some stuff in here. But that's gonna be, hopefully, that's going to have a legendary tome at the end, because, most of the time these champion training events have a legendary tome at the end, unless this one's not going to have it because of the fact that we're going to have, those, those fragments. But still, if I do this one, I can skip ice golem. So I'm going to need another 80 after I finish arena, 90, so I can skip one of these ones. And I feel like the next one I'm going to skip is the artifact enhancement. Like, it's just too painful. I just do not have the silver. So by skipping Golem and skipping Artifact Enhancement, I'm gonna do Fire Knight, 100% consistent, Dungeon Divers, which I guess I'm just gonna combine with the Fire Knight and Champion Training, plus Champion Training, and that should get me to 100 fragments for the sake of having Supreme Elhain. But let's talk a little bit about this, Clover's Path. That's usually kind of annoying. It's kind of, I guess, pay to win if you want to finish the whole thing. Yeah, it's pay to win. I mean, maybe you could do it as free to play as well, but you need to have the resources. But I just want to show you the points that I got just by doing champion training. That's all I have done. I've done maybe like a couple of runs for the sake of the advanced quest that, you know, it requires you to do, what is it? This one, win 3 accessories or artifacts. So by doing this one, I just did like a few runs like spider, dragon, golem, whatever. But mostly I did champion training. Let me show you how many points I actually have. I have 16,000 points. I have 16,000 points just by doing champion training. Like, I watched Saphira's video, and even before I did that, just looking at the points a little bit, you realize the fact that doing, you know, if you click over here on the eye, shows you how you get the points. You do realize that by doing the get artifact and accessories, such as doing dragon, golem, spider, whatever of the dungeons that give you these ones, it's actually worse. So the worst way to finish this is by doing the dungeon divers part of it. The best way to do it, obviously if you have the patience, is by doing champion training. Because while you're doing campaign 12.3, you're getting yourself some of these, you know, lower points. You get between 13 and 18 points if you do get a piece of gear. And at the same time, you get points for ranking up your food. That's a lot of food. Then by leveling up your food. Then by ranking up the food as well, you get extra points. So just prepare your food, you know, just work on your food, get them to 30, get them to 40, maybe even into 5-star or 6-star if you have somebody. Just remember, if you're going for the fusion, that you still need to do a champion training later on, unless, you know, you got so many that you can skip it. But I feel that, you know, the way that I've done it by double dipping, you know, Summon Rush with the champion training, with the fact that I still need silver to finish this damn artifact enhancement, it's kind of was worth it for me. Because you know what, if I'm 100% going to finish, I'm not gonna go for the Eternal Soulstone. I don't feel like on the free-to-play that's something too important. It's the best reward out of here, in my opinion, because one of these is like 50 bucks. But I'm not gonna go for that. I'm gonna go again for another legendary tome. And I feel like the way that I'm gonna go for it is gonna be go down this way, then come this way, because, you know, I'd rather take the 40 gems. Don't really care about core hammers, they're not as good anymore. Then I'm gonna come over here. By the way, guys, this is not a champion. Do not get baited, okay? It's an avatar. It's, you know, I thought it was champion as well on site. I'm like, oh my god, really? A shamrock for 2,000? Then after I saw the 2,000, I was like, oh, okay, I'm quite sure it's an avatar. But if you see like this, is like, oh my god, it's a champion. And it's, you know, wouldn't be as crazy because we had one before where we got the Tura at the end. But, you know, honestly, you know what, Raid? You should have just put a shamrock over here instead of the freaking XP. Who cares about this? Just put the actual champion as well for like 30,000 points, and I'm quite sure people might, you know, they might be interested. Like, for 30,000 points, if he was down there, I would have gone for him. Because he actually has a pretty interesting kit for the sake of Hydra, you know. Compared to other ones, you know, he's not the best, but still, if you don't have the Necmothars, if you don't have the Lady Kimmies, he's amazing. Anyway, if I do decide to go down this route, like I said, just grab the coins here, and you know what, let me just do it, because I don't think I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna make more points. So let's grab it, and let's see how far that I got in, what, I think it's been active for like 2 days of doing champion training. So let me grab the book. Then, like I said, I want to come down this route, because I might even grab myself the Immortal Soulstone, because why not? Instead of coming here, so let's get the points over here. Let's get the Ancient Shard as well, or, actually no. So either grab this, or I grab this one and then make easier points. So maybe I'm just gonna stop here for now, because I'm not sure how many more points I will be doing. And if I'm not gonna make enough, I don't want to blast too many points for the sake of for the sake. I'm saying this a lot, guys. I realize somebody said in my comments, I'm saying for the sake a million times. I have no idea why. I just keep saying that. But if I will be going, and I'm 100% gonna go for this one, and I'm not gonna have enough points, I might grab this one instead. As you know, it's 2,000 points cheaper, so I'm gonna wait on this. There's still 2 days and 17 hours to do it, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to double dip because the next champion training starts on Friday, so there's not gonna be anything else you're gonna double dip with. And the best thing that you can do, in my opinion, is the same that I did. Just double dip with the Summer Rush that's going on right now. And while you're pulling those, you know, uncommons and commons, just keep working on your food by doing the champion training as I mentioned. So, you know, it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing because, like I said, this is basically instead of a champion training or instead of a dungeon divers, it's kind of like a 2-in-1. So there's several ways you can make points. You can make points by doing the double dipping, as I said, or maybe you're doing the ice column, you know. If you're gonna do the ice column to grab the fragments, you're definitely gonna get those points for that. I might even debate, maybe it might be worth me, since they're gonna go on for the same amount of time, instead of still going crazy on that, I might just keep doing some of the ice column as well. Just grab the fragments and it is what it is. I might even drop to stage 16 for Ice Golem, because if you've watched Saphira's video, if not, you should go watch it. You know, it's pretty interesting and I always like the way he explains it and what's like most efficient, even if you're not the math person. Just going to check the sake that, you know, Saphira shows how efficient it can be to do certain things, it's actually worth a watch. And one of the things that he showed, again, for the sake of efficiency, I'm not talking here about getting the best gear and whatnot, but for the sake of efficient points, the best way to do at least this one, with Path of Clover, is actually on stage 16. But obviously, if you can do stage 20, you should do that. I might do stage 16 instead, because as I mentioned, my stage 20 team is not 100%, so I might see. I might go for this one and skip the Fire Knight, who knows. But yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at this for now, because it's, you know, it's been a pretty, actually not that long of a video, but it's been a pretty interesting video. I hope you do like it, you know, the way that I'm trying to explain, and I hope you do, I hope you don't get too annoyed of me saying for the sake too much. But yeah, I hope you do enjoy this type of content. If you do, just leave it in the comments below, you know, let me know what you like, what you don't like about it, and I can always adapt and always enjoy to get your guys' feedback. But one thing, please don't be a dick about it, that's all. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. And yeah, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna see each other tomorrow in the next Supreme Elhain Fusion video. Peace!